Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're gonna be taking a look at the 6 best brawlers right now. So I've been practicing with other pros for the last 2 months, so I think I have a really good idea of the best brawlers to play right now. Of course, make sure to subscribe. If you're picking anything up in the shop, make sure you're using code TOM over here, and let's get into it. Okay, so starting off at number 6, we have Spike. You guys know I love my Spike, but basically how I got this list, I literally ranked all 54 brawlers in the 7 different 3v3 modes from 1 to 10, and then totaled them, and that is basically the top 6 is what I'm gonna tell you in this video. I will have probably a full tier list coming as well. But yeah, there's obviously been quite a few changes pretty recently. It looks like, okay, that was definitely auto aim, because otherwise that would have gone for me. But yeah, Spike, worst game mode was Bounty, where he got like a really low score. The rest of them were like 7s, 8s, and in Brawl I gave him a 9 because I think he's like exceptional in Brawl. But yeah, he's just really well-rounded because he only has one mode where he's not really viable in, that being Bounty. Obviously, because Bounty is like a lot of throws, a lot of long-range brawlers, which it doesn't really suit Spike. But yeah, definitely really well-rounded, apart from not being too good in terms of Bounty. Obviously going to be using the Fertilized Star Power here. It's pretty good, I feel like, in Brawl, especially when you're up against a lot of tanks. That's going to wrap it up here. Let's get into the top 5 brawlers right now. Okay, so at number 5, we have Byron. Of course, Byron continues to be an absolute beast in the current meta. Of course, being like a really good healer to play with like 2 aggressive brawlers. It looks like we should be able to score this here. We are going to be able to score. We have Super as well. Yeah, his worst modes were Heist and, of course, Siege, where he does struggle a little bit. You can see the value we just got there with 1 splash. Actually, we only hit one of them, but still pretty good. Looks like, okay, we're going to be 1 shot here. We need to heal up a little bit. Going to go ahead for a splash. That was a really bad splash. Actually, not going to pick up the kill. But yeah, Byron, really solid. The reason he's not so good in those modes is because there is a few, like, close range maps, like Pit Stop, like Nuts and Bolts, where he does struggle. But, of course, everything else, like Brawl, like the open range siege maps, gem grab, anything else, you know, Byron's going to be an amazing pick, and just such a well-rounded brawler. It looks like that is going to be a Rico super there. Rico is going to be healing, is going to go down. It's going to be a 1v1. Gets a Shelly, so we're obviously not going to be able to score here. Yeah, like, especially when Darryl is so good right now. You definitely see a ton of Byron Darryl. Anything with a shield is just so good with a Byron. So anything like a Bell, a Meg, Darryl, anything you can get extra value from those heals from, yeah, is really good with a healer. It looks like that is going to be a goal. It is going to wrap it up here. Let's get into the next brawler. Okay, so Leon is going to be at number 4 then. So Leon's worst mode for me was Heist, where I gave him a 4. For the rest of the modes, he got basically a combination. I think it was like a 1-7 and then a lot of 8s, a lot of 9s. And yeah, overall, Leon is just a really solid pick. Really doesn't get counted by too much, and that's why Leon is definitely one of the better picks in like the kind of draft format. And I keep talking about drafts is because now people play a lot of Power League. They play a lot of, you know, Club League in draft, and also competitives moving to draft. So draft is pretty much more important than ever in the game, and is probably played more than the normal kind of game mode. So that's why I keep mentioning draft. It looks like we are about to pick up a kill. Should be able to score here. And yeah, especially on those open maps or even the grassy maps, like Leon is just so good because you can use that speed. Like Leon is one of those brawlers where like speed gear definitely helps him pick up kills and like just be really sneaky. But it looks like, yeah, it looks like we are going to be able to score here. No way they can stop this. And let's get into the top 3 brawlers right now. Okay, so Bell is going to be coming in at number 3. So Bell actually got above a 7 in every single mode for me. And yeah, I think that shows you the Bell is definitely one of the better brawlers and all kind of, I guess, well-rounded brawlers in the game. Looks like we're not going to be able to score there, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, whether it's like Siege, whether it's Heist, like particularly those 2 modes, especially on those open maps, you have like Safe Zone, you have Bot Drop, you have Factory Rush, you have like Kaboom Canyon, and now you have Bridge Too Far. So yeah, Heist maps are definitely moving towards like being a lot more open than they have in the past. And yeah, you definitely see a lot more open Heist maps, but it looks like they are going to be bouncing here, so this is going to be pretty interesting. Let's see. Yeah, we did also include Knockout in all these rankings because Knockout is now a competitive mode. I didn't used to include it basically in rankings, but now I do. That's going to be a kill there. And Bell is obviously one of the best knockout brawlers. being a sniper and also being able to deal with those aggressive kind of brawlers a little bit easier. Looks like, okay, they're going to bounce them maybe. Okay, no, doesn't look like it. Let's see. This is definitely a bit of an annoying game because Bell is like okay on here. But as you can see, when they all stay on this left side of the map, I can't really push them. So I kind of just have to rely on like pinching with my teammates, which is pinching with randoms. Never really a good idea. But yeah, I don't think Mortis is going to score this, but we'll see. Okay, we need to get the ball. Nice. That's going to be a kill there. A minute left to kind of wrap things up here. It looks like they continue to just stay completely the other side of the map for me. But nice bats from Mortis there, to be fair. Okay, that's a nice tap. Actually going to super this here. Didn't quite get the kill. Should be a goal, though. Oh, my. The typical Mortis trick shot, but that is going to be a goal there. And, yeah, we are a couple of seconds away from picking up the dub in this one. But yeah, Bell just such a solid all-round mid. And even lane on those more open maps. And definitely just pretty much the most well-rounded brawler in the entire game. But it looks like I think we can score. Okay, Mortis is going to decide to put the ball in the corner and troll these enemies here. But we are going to be wrapping things up. And it's going to be a win here. Can we score? Let's see. I don't think he is. Okay, maybe. Maybe he's going to score. Yeah, okay, maybe we can score. Nope. That's going to wrap it up anyway. Let's get into the best two brawlers right now. Okay, at number 2 then we have Grom. You guys may be a little bit surprised that he's not number 1. But yeah, he can definitely get counted. I feel like before the recent balance changes, he would have been number 1. But I feel like after them, he's definitely a lot easier to counter. But he's still obviously pretty much insane in every single mode. He is just a little bit easier to counter now. And yeah, it's tough with Grom because you can't really use him on those long range maps. Like he's not really a replacement for something like a Tick. He's more of a replacement for something like a Barley, that kind of medium range. He doesn't have like the range of a Tick. So yeah, you do kind of need to make sure the map is close range to be able to use him. So yeah, he's not like viable on completely every single map, but the maps he is good on, he is pretty insane on. So that's why Grom is still very high up in this list. It looks like, okay, we're gonna be able to just constantly kill them. We are, of course, against 3 counters here. And yeah, we managed to destroy them. Looks like, okay, we score there somehow. It's gonna wrap it up. Let's get into the best brawler right now. And of course, at number 1, that leaves us with Darryl. So Darryl did not receive a nerf in the recent balance changes like some other brawlers like Grom. So yeah, Darryl definitely, in my opinion, the best brawler right now. So solid. In every single mode I put, his worst mode was Bounty, where he did actually get a 7. It looks like I probably should have helped out my teammates, but not really sure how they consider that. Maybe the stun, I don't know, but he can soup them right here. That's gonna be good value. He doesn't have the slow, which would have been a little bit better, but that's gonna be a kill there. If we can get the ball up, this is gonna be a pretty easy goal. But yeah, Darryl, pretty insane in every single mode. Got like 8s and 9s and 10s across the other modes essentially, because yeah, he's very good in pretty much every single mode. We're gonna go for a roll here. That is gonna hit. Tara does have super, but honestly we should be okay. That's gonna be a pass up there. That's gonna be a goal, and that's gonna wrap it up here in the final game. Okay guys, well that is gonna wrap it up for the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.